Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages of the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come through, what messages come out with the cards. So the first card we have is the Ten of Cups. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse. And we've got the Strength card. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. So we do have some Leo energy with the Strength card. You could be dealing with a Leo. But also you could be dealing with a water sign. So another Cancer, Pisces, or even a Scorpio. But with this Knight of Swords showing up here at the bottom of the deck, this does feel like an energy of somebody who's in a space where they want to be able to communicate. So I do feel like there is a sense of quick communication coming in, but also feel like an unexpected kind of an encounter with somebody as well. I do feel like with this Knight of Swords showing up here at the bottom of the deck, this also feels like it could also be a thought that is coming in that's actually leading to a lot more decision and clarity on the situation as far as where you stand and where you would like to have things stand. I do feel like with the Ten of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like a pretty harmonious energy, as well as being able to experience the sense of being able to feel comfortable with someone and even with feelings about someone and about a situation. I do feel like with the Ten of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody who's in a space where it's like they're determined to be able to get to a good place with you. I do feel like this person also may actually have strong feelings that they are taking quite seriously, because they do feel like when it comes to the feelings that they have with you within a connection, they do think long term, and do also feel like there's a sense of being very happy with the situation as far as the connection and the feelings that it brings up in them. I do feel like with this Ten of Cups, this does feel like an energy of somebody who's given a lot of thought to the future as well. I do feel like this person's quite serious about you. They're quite serious about your connection as well as how it's unfolding, and being able to actually have that sense of getting to a space where they want to get to, where there's the sense of experiencing things being able to feel harmonious within your connection. Do you feel like they'll take action towards being able to get there? There may actually be some history within this connection, and you may have known this person for quite some time. I do feel like there's a sense of being in a space where this person is able to really feel comfortable and secure within your connection, or they make you feel comfortable and secure within your connection. This does feel like a pretty harmonious energy. I also feel like it's a sense of being supported within a connection as well. This does feel like, as far as on an emotional level, this connection could actually be quite good for you, especially when it comes to having somebody who does prioritize your well-being in that way. I do also feel that there's a sense of being able to experience also do you feel like also outside people also being in support or rooting for your connection. I do feel like with the Four of Cups showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of being able to get to a space where there's some traction in this connection, especially when it comes to the way you feel about someone and the way you feel about the connection. It feels like this situation being able to unfold in a way that feels quite pleasing, and also feels like it's more so a fulfilling feeling that you're getting out of a connection with someone. With this Four of Cups showing up in the reverse, this also feels like an energy of someone being more so open. And I do feel like when it comes to being more so open, there's this sense of being more so open to being able to connect with you on a deeper level, or even just in a more open way. I do feel like with this Four of Cups showing up over here, this feels like a sense of being able to experience someone coming around. This may even be you. I do feel like there's a sense of somebody being in a space where they're quite pleased with being able to experience someone letting them in. I do feel like with the Strength card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of a strong connection. I do feel like there's a strong connection over here. I do feel like with the Strength card showing up over here, as well as with this person that you may be dealing with, there is a sense of them. They have a lot of, I do feel like there's a lot of empathy within this connection, and even towards you. This person feels your feelings. I do feel like there's a strong sense of care. A care for you, for your situation, for your connection. And I do feel like it goes much deeper than perhaps you may realize or you may be aware of. But with the Strength card showing up over here, this does feel like a pretty compassionate energy. I do also feel like with the Strength card, there may actually be some parts of this person that may come across as if they can be a little bit stubborn, which may be also when it comes to them being able to be more so open at times, which may also make it difficult to be able to recognize just how deeply they care. But I do feel like there's a lot of care over here with this Strength card showing up over here. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Chariot. And we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So the Chariot card, we do have some Cancer energy. Could be dealing with another Cancer. But at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. So this Eight of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like a more exciting energy, especially when it comes to being able to experience things unfolding at an exciting pace. This does feel like it's a sense of being able to experience a rush in emotions within the unfolding of a connection. This does feel like a little bit of a whirlwind kind of an energy when it comes to the start of things, or even when it comes to somebody approaching you. And with that Knight of Swords showing up here, this does feel like an energy of somebody kind of rushing in towards you. I do feel like being able to take action is also something this person doesn't hold back on doing, but I do feel like they do it in their own time. And with this Two of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to be in a space where this person's thinking about the future. I also get that with the Ten of Cups. This does feel like an energy of being in a space where this person has thought extensively about the future. They've made plans about the future. I do feel like there's a sense of being in a space where this person's actually very pleased and very excited about a connection with you. And even when it comes to the feelings, I do feel like it brings about the sense of calm that they don't want to be without. I do feel like with the Chariot card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience making a connection work, and even being able to experience forward movement. It's also does feel like an energy of being able to overcome any kind of obstacles or any kind of challenges that may be in your way as they come. I do feel like with the Chariot card showing up over here, it's pretty successful energy. I also get that with this Chariot card showing up over here, this does also feel like forward movements in the sense of travel and being able to experience either short trips or long trips. I do feel like there's a sense of also having plans towards being able to have travel and making that a reality. But the Seven of Wands showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where somebody is in a space where do you feel like defenses are coming down? Do you feel like walls are melting down as well? This feels like an energy of being in a space where somebody is tired of being at odds or being in conflict. This does feel like an energy that feels quite humbling. And also with the Strength card, it feels like someone taking the L, someone being in a space where they're being quite humble, even in their actions and in the way they're approaching things. I do feel like this person wants to be able to, I do feel like connect with you without those defenses. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We've got the Trust card. We have the Let Go of Control Issues card. And we have It Is Safe for You to Love. So with this Trust card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where somebody's trusting the process, somebody's trusting being able to have things work out or not messing things up with you. I do feel like there's a sense of being in a space where there's a lot of faith being put into how things are going to be hit, where things are going to be headed and how things are unfolding. Do you feel like with this Two of Wands card does feel like a sense of planning, future planning. So there's also a lot of trust within that as well. Do you feel like with the trust also, this could also be as far as being able to work on trusting someone and even being able to have the trust strengthened within a connection with somebody as well? And do you feel like with this Let Go of Control Issues card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being able to have a sense of things being able to fall into place? I do feel like there's a sense of being able to experience things working out, and I do feel like especially surrounding anything that may feel like it's inducing anxiety, being able to experience a lot of those things being able to fall into place. I do feel like when it comes to the overthinking or a sense of being in an anxious state. This does feel like an energy of being able to let go of what's out of your control. Do you feel like things unfolding naturally and also working out in the way that perhaps you hope, or even better is what I'm getting. So with this Chariot card, this feels like forward movements and also being able to overcome obstacles in your way. So this does feel like an energy of being able to actually kind of, do you feel like also relying on a lot of things that feel like they're putting your mind at ease at this time, and being able to trust that things are going to fall into place as they're supposed to. Do you feel like with it is safe for you to love card showing up over here? This does feel like an energy of somebody who's opening their hearts. You do feel like there's a sense of also somebody whose pride is coming down, or their walls or defenses are coming down. It's allowing for being able to connect from a space that feels more so, I do feel like comfortable, but also more so authentic between the two of you. And I do feel like with that whirlwind energy of this Eight of Wands, this does feel like an energy of a lot of communication also coming in. But I also feel that when it comes to where that's leading, it feels like it's leading to a place where you're able to open up to someone, or someone's able to open up to you within a connection. And I do feel like they're opening their heart to the situation, to your connection. And I do feel like their defenses may actually be a defense mechanism or a coping mechanism to kind of self-protect. This feels like an energy of getting to a space where they can trust the situation, let you in, and I do feel like there's a sense of also being able to experience a sense of safety within this connection, being able to experience a sense that this connection is one that they can take refuge in. And there's a harmonious energy over here, I do feel, with this Ten of Cups on the horizon, or within this connection right now that's growing. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.